Good morning students. In this video we will understand what is e-governance and what are the benefits and demerits of e-governance. Children, e-governance means inclusion of information and communication technology in various fields of government, various department of governments to make the government services easy and efficient for the citizen. It means through electronic media, internet, websites, computers, smartphones, government is providing government services in very efficient manner to the citizen and even transparent manner. Whether it is related of exchange of information between the government to business, government to government, or government to citizen, or there is a communication transaction, in all these services latest technologies are integrated. In this regard, in India, government has started a campaign Digital India. In that, Umang mobile app was introduced children, and this app is used in 14 Indian languages including English also. This app is a online platform that provide 200 government services to the citizen online. It is a common platform where we just use the apps, websites, smartphones, and we can avail any of these government services very easily. Now we will understand what is the advantage of such type of app. We will discuss few of the services children. Like first we will discuss about DigiLocker. Children, DigiLocker is a cloud based platform where we don't have to keep our important document physically with us. We can keep our important documents in an electronic form. It is a mark sheet of a student, our driving license, insurance papers, bank account details, Aadhaar card, PAN card details. We can keep all these in electronic format, and every time we can carry with us in our mobile phones. It's very secure and efficient way to keep our important documents, certificate with us. And also the government authorities required these documents, we can also submit these documents online, and also it is authorized. Another service is Indian Bharat gas services. In that children, we can just book our cylinders, we can see the booking status, we can even find out about the local retail distributor centers very easily. We can apply for the new LPG connections just with our mobile phone. We don't have to go anywhere for all these works. We have to simply use app, websites, mobile phone. So it's very easy way, it is very convenient way for us. In EPF service, pensioners can just see their passbooks, they can just raise a claim, they can know about their claims, what is the status of their claim. Also they can apply for Jeevan Praman Patra. So there are various facilities for the employees to just know about their provident fund. They don't have to go office to office in old age. Mera Ration is a facility in that we can just find out about ration card details. We can also find out about the 6-month transaction details. We can know about the prices. We can know about the various shops. We can easily get the details all related with our ration card and facilities, benefits that we are getting on our ration card children. Bharat Bill Pay. This is a way to just online payment our bills related with water, electricity, gas, telecom. So it's a instant way to just do the payment. Also immediately we get the confirmation of our payment. Passport Seva. Now for making the passports, we don't have to go to the office to office. We don't have to meet to the government employees. We just use the app portal where we can know about the details, what type of documents we require. We can apply online. Also we know the status of our application easily. We can know about the various centers that are nearby us. So children, there are various facilities in e-governance. We have only discussed few of them. Now we will understand what is the advantage of e-governance. That is the reason that nowadays almost every country is just going to the e-governance platform to give services to their citizens, speedier services. Now to avail any government service, we don't have to go to the office to office. It is very fast way nowadays to access the service. We just use our mobile phone, use internet, and we can avail the service. In that there are two-way communication. Suppose we have applied for passport or we have applied for any other benefits of government. In that we can also find out about the status of our application. If our application is rejected, there will be a reason we can easily find out, because as we submit our applications online, immediately the government department also has to take the actions within the given days. Now to do any task, we don't need a help of any middleman. We don't have to pay to anyone else that please come with me and just go to this department, go to this government employee. Nothing, we just use our smartphone. Empower citizen by giving them improved access. Now to avail any government services, we don't have to just go to any particular government department and we don't have to meet to any particular government officer. Suppose officer is ignoring us, that we don't have to face it, because now we just have to use the phone and we can avail any government services. We can know about the anything related with the government services. Our queries can be immediately solved. If we have to fill up the income tax, we have to just go to the income tax portal. We have to do all the formalities that are given on the portal very easily. Lead to cost and time effectiveness. Children, e-governance is very cost effective and very time saving. Why? Because in this, now we don't have to store the document physically, or we don't have to submit the document physically to every government department. It saves paper. Definitely it reduces the cost also, because for keeping the important documents in filing, it is costly for the government also, and it is expensive for us also, that every time we have to just do the photocopies of important documents, we have to submit in different departments. We have a DigiLocker facilities. Through that we can share our documents with different government offices. Also we don't have to physically present to any department. We don't have to physically submit any documents. It is time saving. Just we use our phone, with few clicks we can submit the documents. So it is also time saving. It saves our time and effectively it provides us services. Even the data is securely saved on a cloud storage. Process become transparent. We want to avail any facility, we just use online application forms. Even we can know about the status of our application. So nowadays government services are become more transparent. Government employees are accountable because they know that they have to answer to the citizens. Everything is online, so they cannot refuse. They have to answer that why our applications are rejected, they have not sanctioned everything they have to do. They are accountable to the public. That is the reason services are become very transparent. Children, as we have discussed the advantages of e-governance, definitely they are, e-governance is beneficial for everyone, but still there are some disadvantages or demerits related with e-governance. First is lack of interpersonal communication. Because we are doing online, so we are not meeting with the particular person face to face. Sometimes this is also not a good. Suppose for example we are just filling an application, in that we need the biometric impression, and in old age people biometric impression is not going properly online. In that case they cannot avail any services facility related with them. In that type of cases face to face communication is required, so that government employees can understand the problem of citizen very well and they can take some actions. So in some cases face to face communication is more effective than online interaction. In developing countries like India and China, children, where there is a huge population, in that type of case huge infrastructure is required, and that is also costly. Every level of public sector agencies, internet, computers, servers are required, and to save the data from cyber theft, security measures are also required. And in case of e-governments, many times there will be a attack online. Hackers, malwares can access the important personal and financial data of citizens. So this is the responsibility of government agencies to protect their systems from such type of cyber threats. In e-governments, latest technologies are used. In that there can be a chance of hardware failures, power failures, internet speed is also important. So e-governments is only effective until unless we have a technology efficiency, like hardware is not failed, internet speed is good. Even literacy is also important. If the people are literate, if the citizens are literate, then they can avail the facilities provided by the government through the e-governance. Thank you.